speaking to agents and landlords. So if you're going down the rent to rent route, this is definitely for you. But if you're going down the purchasing, it's still something really useful to consider. Reason being is you're going to still be speaking to letting agents, managing agents, estate agents and landlords directly to find properties to buy. So really important what to consider. So in this video I'm going to be showing you some examples of what other courses tell you to say, why I like aspects of it and why I don't like other aspects of it as well. What I would say is it's a people's game and it's all about building relationships. So what some of the things that I think work best is really adding your personal touch to it, not being too generic. A lot of people, especially if you're going down the rent to rent route, a lot of people send the same generic emails that everyone else sends. So adding a bit of personality into it really works. So just an example, when I send messages to people, when trying to speak to them, I actually put in my experience of my knowledge of the area, why the area is important to me, what it means to me, and that's where I've got some of my best results in the past. So an example of this, I was looking to buy a house around the corner from my parents that I was either going to personally live in or to renovate and let out. So what I actually did is I approached by basically writing to the owner once I managed to find out who it was, and added a picture firstly of my family and added in my memories of that area. So basically the school being around the corner, walking past it all the time, having gone to that school as a youngster, basically my parents living around the corner, basically bringing all this knowledge so they could get to know me personally as an individual, and then explaining what I'm looking for and not putting it as pressure as in like, you should do this, this is great for you, because they have a lot of people come to them and a lot of opportunities. So you've got to understand why it's useful to them and sell on yourself. They're going to buy into you personally. So sell yourself rather than selling what you're doing, because everyone else is trying to do that. So with that in mind, I'm going to open up my slideshow and I'm going to just share a few points to consider. So what you really want to do is create a bit of a brief. And this is what a lot of people tell you to do, but like I said, you want to make it really unique to you. So basically speaking to agent or landlord on the phone or visiting in person, you basically must consider that you're a business, so speak as such. When you might be going to buy properties, you might want to dress in a hoodie, you might want to kind of play down that you have loads of money to spend. But obviously if you're looking down the rent to rent, you want to kind of present yourself as a business, dress really smartly and talk yourself up. So you're going to be talking that basically you're a corporate company, about your corporate lets, explain and be honest about what you do. Don't skate around what you do, because they'll read through it, they'll see through it, and you'll soon get found out. So be honest about what you're looking to do with the properties and what you're looking to achieve, and that's where you'll get your best results. So again, it's about building relationships. So don't go straight in with, this is what I'm looking to do, this is why it's amazing to you. You want to get to know them and build a relationship from there. So when I outline the benefits though, once you've built a relationship, go in, just explain what you're looking to do. You can then maybe come back a second time and explain what the benefits are. Basically always, if you're speaking to a letting agent, only ever speak about the property and not the landlord. So the reason being is that if you start speaking about the landlord, they might be thinking, well, he's going to cut me out, she's going to cut me out, and why would I pass them on to them? You're talking about the property, they're still going to have the relationship with the landlord. A lot of times people ask me is, why would a letting agent work with you if you're not going to be working with them going forward? But you are going to continue to work with them. They're still going to have the relationship with the landlord. You're going to basically rent it through them. They'll still get their management fee from the landlord for managing you as a corporate tenant. So they still get that win, and the great thing about obviously having on a rental basis is any maintenance the landlord is responsible for. But if you're purchasing, again, not applicable that is before obviously, but you still want to think about the agent and relationships. When I've bought properties in the past, my best wins have always come when I've got a relationship with the agent that's taken time to build. So just go in, get to know the people, get to understand what they're doing, pick their brains, utilize their skill set, and build a relationship from there. So if you're on a phone call, this is one thing that one course has taught people to do, is basically to look to get on a viewing. But I disagree with that. I think if you're basically calling an agent or booking a viewing without explaining what you're looking to do and you're wasting their time, it's not going to go down very well. So do not do that. Basically, do not look to just get on a viewing and then explain to them what you're looking to do, because that's just going to rub them up the wrong way if you're wasting their time. They're super busy people, landlords and agents, that you don't want to be wasting their time. Unless obviously you're looking to buy it, then you, of course you do. So it's just a rent-to-rent basis, don't do that. Like I said, dress professionally. And then when you meet them, you want to explain the benefits. So a lot of the benefits are obviously you have eyes on the property all the time. You're going to be low maintenance. You can contribute to the maintenance if you do want to. You could be cleaning on a regular basis. You get the property updated. That you obviously the section 24 could be benefits of rent to rent. But obviously if you're going down the purchasing route, again, you want to just get to know them, get to know the scenario, and explain why they should really consider you, because again, they're going to have lots of people interested, and especially if you're going to be taking into account your refurb when making an offer, you as a person are going to be the reason they pick you, not necessarily the offer you make. So here's an example from a course of what you should do. So some people are saying, hi, I've been looking on this, I noticed you're marketing a property that I'm interested in, this is the address, we're basically a property specialist relocation company, look at a number of properties like this, basically can I arrange a viewing? Don't like this, because basically where you're saying can I arrange a viewing, you're obviously you've explained what you're looking to do, but I think you just look to not arrange a viewing to begin with. I think it's going in there and ignoring this section. So basically just explain who you are, what you found, looking at a property, saying this is the type of property I found, this is what I do. I'm a company that specialises in corporate lets or property relocation. I'm looking for several properties like this to host my corporate clients. This meets the criteria. Is this something that you understand? Is this something that this property would be suitable for? If not, do you have any other properties that might meet the criteria of what I'm looking to do? And kind of build up relationships. They come to you and things come up along the way. So yeah, make it personal to you and how you speak. Add in details about the area, like I said before, the clients that you're relocating. So if you know where your clients are coming from, put that in there. So again, with certain properties, again, my clients are coming from BT, my clients are coming from these companies, my clients come from Lamborghini, because my clients in there before. So understand who they are, Network Rail, NHS, whoever they are, but just be open and honest about what you are doing. So then, yes, so they are just a few points what to do. So again, what I want you to do is create a little script of how you're going to promote yourself. So pick an area that is an area you know that you think this is the area I'm going to be investing in, or just an area you really know lots about, and write a script basically as if you are emailing someone, if you're calling someone on the phone, of how you're going to speak to them and sell yourself. Again, because if people are going to, especially direct to landlords marketing, if you're going to get landlords coming to you, they're going to want to know who you are. So it's not about what you can offer. They know what you can offer if you're looking to buy their property. It's about why are you going to be the one that buys it from them? What can you offer? What can you do with their property? It's something they really care about. Both landlords who are buying and who are selling and renting, they want to know that you're going to have their property in your best interest. You're not just going to be taking it on, and if things go a bit tits up, so to speak, that you're just going to hand it back in a worst case scenario. They want to know that you're going to see it through and do what you say you do. So put that into the script, like I said before, the one that I created where I explained about the school that I went to and my history of that, really put that into it. Again, the more knowledge you can have, the better, but without overwhelming them, of course, and look to build that relationship. So create a little script, put it in, and then once you've shared the script with me, I will then share back my examples to you, and we can go from there.